So let's get right into it. Every single day, we use language to share ideas, tell stories, connect with each other. But have you ever really stopped and thought about how it all works? Well, today we're cracking open the master toolkit for language itself, the 8 parts of speech. Think of these as the absolute essential pieces you need to build communication that's clear, powerful, and really lands.
And that's the big question, right? How does that happen? Well, I'll tell you, it's not magic. It's actually a system. The answer is all about understanding that words aren't just this random jumble. Each and every one has a specific job to do. And by the end of this, you're going to see exactly how all those little jobs fit together to create something meaningful.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with the overall blueprint, then we'll lay down a really solid foundation. After that, we'll add some decor for color and detail, use connectors to build out bigger structures, apply a little bit of final polish, and then we get to step back and admire the finished masterpiece. Sound good? Let's get building.
Okay, section 1, the blueprint. Before you start laying bricks or anything, every builder needs a plan. So let's take a look at the overall system of language first, just so we can understand how all the different pieces are supposed to fit together.
This is the core idea right here. Just like a builder wouldn't, stick a window where a brick is supposed to go, a writer really needs to know the role of each word. Is it a foundation stone? Is it the glue that holds things together? Or maybe it's the paint that just adds that little bit of personality. Knowing this stuff, that's the real first step to building with purpose.
All right, so every single structure needs a solid base, and in language, that foundation, it's built from 2 non-negotiable parts, nouns and verbs. You absolutely, positively cannot have a sentence without them.
First up, we've got the noun. This is our subject, you could say it's our main character. It's the who or the what the rest of the sentence is going to be about. Whether it's a doctor, or a city, or a computer, or even a big idea like love, that's our starting point.
So to really see this in action, we're actually going to build a sentence together step by step. Let's pick a noun. How about a ninja? Yeah, ninja's perfect. So right now, we've got the ninja. It's just kind of sitting there, waiting for something to happen. And that something that's going to happen, that's the verb. The verb is the engine of the sentence. It brings our noun to life, gives it an action to do or a state of being. It's the doing word. Without a verb, our ninja is just a statue.
So let's give our ninja a verb. How about ate? Now look at that. The ninja ate. It's simple, for sure, but it is a complete functional sentence. We have a subject, we have an action. That right there is our foundation, poured and set. Okay, our foundation is solid, but let's be real. It's a little boring, right? Now it's time for the fun part, the decorating. We get to add the details that make our sentence more vivid and a whole lot more interesting. Now listen up, because this clears up a super common point of confusion. Adjectives and adverbs both add description, but they have totally different targets. Adjectives describe nouns. They tell us what kind of ninja we have, a quick ninja. Adverbs, on the other hand, they describe verbs. They tell us how the ninja did the action. He ate quickly. So one describes the thing, the other describes the action. So let's plug them into our sentence. What kind of ninja was he? A sleepy ninja. And how did he eat? He ate quietly. See how much more of a picture we have in our heads now? We just went from a simple fact to a little tiny story. That's the power of description. Okay, so we've got this nice little descriptive scene, but it's kind of floating in space, To build bigger, more complex ideas, we need the stuff that links everything together. We need the connectors and the glue of language. Prepositions are these fantastic little words that give our sentences context. They answer questions like where, when, or how. They're all about building relationships, showing how our noun and our verb relate to all the other stuff in the world around them. So where did our ninja eat? Let's add a prepositional phrase. How about under the tree? And just like that, our scene has a location. The word under connects the action of eating to a whole new noun, tree, and gives us a much, much clearer picture. But what if our ninja did more than just one thing? Well, that's where conjunctions come in. These are the ultimate connectors. They're like bridges, allowing us to join multiple ideas into one smooth, flowing sentence. You know the big ones: and, but, and or. So let's use the conjunction and to add a second action. Now our sentence reads, the sleepy ninja ate quietly under the tree and dreamed. See what we did? We successfully connected 2 separate ideas into one larger, more complex thought. All right, the main construction is done.
It's descriptive, it's complex. Now it's time for the finishing touches. Those little specialists that add some efficiency and a nice dose of human personality.
Just imagine having to say the ninja over and over again. The ninja ate and then the ninja dreamed. It gets repetitive, right? It gets old fast. Pronouns are these elegant shortcuts. Words like he, she, and it just stand in for the noun to make our writing smoother and way less clunky.
And finally, for just a splash of pure emotion, we have interjections. These aren't really grammatically connected to the sentence at all. They're just short emotional outbursts that add flavor and personality. You know, wow, hey, oops.
So let's apply these last two parts. We can kick it off with an interjection for some emphasis. Wow! And then we'll swap out the ninja with the pronoun he. And our final masterpiece reads, wow, he ate quietly under the tree and dreamed. It's complete, it's polished, and it's packed with detail, emotion, and efficiency.
And there you have it. We started with just a single word, and piece by piece, we've built a complete, descriptive, and complex idea. Let's do a super quick rewind and see exactly how we built this thing.
We started with our noun, the ninja. We gave him a verb, ate. We described him with an adjective, sleepy, and his action with an adverb, quietly. Then we placed him with a preposition, under the tree, and gave him a second action using a conjunction, and dreamed. And of course, we polished it all off with that pronoun and a little burst of emotion.
So, let's zoom out. Here they are, all 8 parts of speech, our complete language toolkit. Every single one has a clear, distinct job. And when you know what each tool is for, you can stop guessing and start building your sentences with real confidence and precision. That is the key takeaway here.
You know, understanding these 8 parts of speech isn't just about grammar. It's about unlocking your ability to express yourself more clearly and more powerfully than ever before. You now have the blueprint